A local library had a very special dedication ceremony to honor one of its volunteers.
An area school resource officer received a state honor this week, and some local homeowners now qualify for free smoke alarms.
Scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms for the next couple of days, but changes coming for the weekend. We'll have the complete forecast for East Alabama coming up.
Coming up in sports, the Youth USSSA All-Star Regional Tournament started last night. We have the recap as EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
The Lucy, Heflin's public library, dedicated a new children's reading nook this morning to local educator Paula Short, who volunteered at the library after retirement. Director Stacy Littleton says the revamped reading space cost about $11,000, and all of the money came from public donations to honor Mrs. Short's memory.
This library was extremely important to Paula, and she loved the kids' space and was always buying books and things, but we wanted it to be a little more friendly and a little more inviting to where kids would want to sit up here and read and hang out and find things that were special to them. So we were able to purchase, with memorial money, rugs, new books, lights, a new reading corner up front with all these new rocking chairs and fun things. We even have Lucy, the caterpillar, where kids can sit and read and hang out, and all of that. We could not have done any of that without this money, and all of that just shows me how special Paula was to so many people and just to kids in general.
Littleton says it took about 9 months to revamp the reading area, and volunteers did much of the work, removing books, repainting the interior of the library, and then replacing the books. The nook can be moved around from season to season, so different authors and topics can be emphasized. During summer break, for instance, the nook is near the front door to encourage students to keep reading while on vacation. Littleton says Mrs. Short had a major impact on the library and its patrons.
I cannot tell you how many lives she has impacted at her short time here at the Lucy. Ways people would never know or imagine. When she told me she would like to work a little part-time there, I was thrilled because I knew she would be so impactful. And she was. She didn't want to work there here for the money, but for the people and for the kids. She was constantly bringing in books after books after books that she had purchased just because she thought the kids would love them and help them want to read.
Coach Michael Short says his wife dedicated herself to teaching children to love reading, and he says she would approve of the changes that have made the Lucy more of a kid-friendly environment.
She loved reading, she loved to teach reading, and that was her passion. And being able to be a part of a community that cares about their people and cares about their kids, this right here will go on for generations, for decades. People will know about Paula Short and what she meant to this community and to our family. She meant the world.
Many of the students who attended this morning's dedication say they have warm memories of the time Mrs. Short spent with them at the library.
Before Miss Paula went to the hospital, she was always saying, I hope the best for you and hope you do good in school and all of that. And she said, I wish the best for you. She was a really good teacher. I loved her so much.
It's really cool, and I think all of the people that are here right now love it, and it's really beautiful to me because it just reminds me of Miss Short, and I really miss her because she was my I need like some help on tests, and she helped me read and learn. So I just wanted to thank her for that. I miss her, but I know she's right there beside me.
Calhoun County Deputy Seth Kirk, who serves as school resource officer for Pleasant Valley High School, received a state award this week for protecting the school last August. Kirk received the Presidential Citation from the Alabama Association of School Resource Officers in recognition of his bravery and quick thinking during a vehicle chase that ended up at his school. According to the Calhoun Journal, the incident began when another deputy started chasing a suspect several miles from the school. The suspect eventually crashed his vehicle and fled on foot, heading toward Pleasant Valley High. Deputy Kirk, who was monitoring the pursuit as it approached his school, immediately alerted the school administration and activated school safety protocols to protect the students and staff. He then chased the suspect on foot and caught him before the individual could enter the school building. The SRO Association said that Kirk's decisive actions not only prevented a potentially dangerous situation, but also exemplified the dedication and readiness of school resource officers to protect their communities. That award was presented to Kirk by the Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall during the group's annual meeting at Orange Beach.
When we return, a motorcycle accident over the weekend has cost a rider his life.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
A motorcycle accident on the road to Mount Cheahaw killed a Georgia man Saturday afternoon. The Calhoun Journal reports that 23-year-old Trenton Self of Temple, Georgia, lost control of his 2024 Kawasaki motorcycle on Alabama Highway 281, also known as the Skyway Motorway. The accident scene is near the 8-mile marker, about 10 miles south of Oxford. Self's motorcycle left the roadway and struck a guardrail. He was taken to Regional Medical Center in Anniston, where he was later pronounced dead from his injuries. State troopers are continuing to investigate the cause of that accident.
The Jacksonville Fire Department has partnered with Get Alarmed Alabama, a program that provides free smoke alarms for residents. The State Fire College says that Alabama residents are twice as likely to die as a result of a fire, and this program was established to make those people safer. Jacksonville homeowners may call the City Fire Marshal Rodney Ball at 256-782-3856 or email him at rodney.ball@jacksfire.org to make an appointment for him to visit their home and assess how many alarms they need. That number is determined by the size of the home, the number of floors, and number of rooms. Ball will schedule a date for the professional installation of battery-operated alarms that do not require any specialized wiring or changes to the home's electrical system. The Get Alarmed Alabama service is available only to homeowners. Alabama landlords are required by law to provide smoke alarms to their tenants. Renters whose landlord has not provided smoke alarms should contact the fire marshal's office for help.
And when we come back, area veterans are being honored at a program this weekend.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Alabama Vet Fest, an event to raise money for area veterans groups, will be held Saturday at Combat Park in East Aboga. The event kicks off at 9 a.m. and is free for all attendees. The venue is located at 6755 Curry Station Road, and the celebration will feature a car, truck, and bike show. While entry to the event is free, those who wish to have their vehicles judged in the show can register for a fee of $25. Proceeds from the vehicle show will go towards supporting alabamasoldier.org, an organization dedicated to assisting Alabama veterans. Additional proceeds will go toward benefiting Wounded Warrior Alabama. More information is available by calling 256-600-3230.
The Anniston Police Foundation will hold a Walk a Mile in Her Shoes charity walk Saturday morning at 9. That event will benefit Second Chance, an organization dedicated to providing free services to those affected by domestic violence. The walk will start at the Justin Solo Hub Justice Center on West 13th Street and conclude at the Sinclair Social with food, drinks, and music. Anniston police officers participating in the walk are looking for sponsors and pairs of high heels to wear during that event. People willing to sponsor an officer or donate heels may contact Kathy Lillo at 256-591-3559. And will the walk go off in the rain or in the sunshine?
I don't know, but John Holder does.
Let's ask him.
He joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. John?
Mike and Katie, right now, Saturday morning looks mighty fine across East Alabama. Some changes before we get there. We'll talk about the forecast for all of East Alabama next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Another classic June day across East Alabama today. 85 for the high with scattered showers out there in some locations this afternoon. That was after a very warm morning. 73 for the morning low this morning, well above the average even for early June. Record high temperature 98 degrees. The record high, or should say record low temperature 49. 5:33 your sunrise coming up tomorrow morning, and the sun setting tonight now at 7:51. It's time for weather on your street for a Tuesday night. We're going to take you out to Bradford Street in Hobson City. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. You'll see the clouds kind of thicken up as we move through the evening hours tonight. Very warm once again, 68 for the low. We'll be in the 70s for most of the night tonight across East Alabama. Looking ahead to tomorrow on Jones Street in the city of Attala, a few pop-up showers tomorrow afternoon. It is going to be very warm. 89 for the high tomorrow. About a 1 in 3 chance of a shower in Attala and all across the rest of Etowah, Calhoun, and Cleburne counties. For the rest of the work week coming up, got some changes on the way, and the big change is going to be we are trending drier. O'Grady Avenue in Weaver, you're going to see plenty of sunshine for the rest of the week. Temperatures will be in the 80s again, but again, as we move to the latter part of the work week, we're going to see things kind of drying out as we head towards the weekend. Here's the 7-day forecast. We'll break it down for you. Get a 1 in 3 chance of a shower tomorrow afternoon. It'll be warm and muggy, and about a 40% chance of a shower again on Thursday. Some more rain Thursday night, but once that front moves through, we've got fantastic weather coming for the weekend. Sunshine, no rain in the forecast, and we're going to be looking at low humidity and dew point values on both Friday and Saturday. Friday's high at 85, Saturday's high at 86. Look at Saturday morning. 60 degrees for the low. Some folks might even touch the upper 50s across East Alabama. By Sunday, we'll bring back another chance of rain, a very small chance of rain on Sunday afternoon, less than 20%. And then we're back to our typical summertime pattern on Monday. Maybe some drier area here on Tuesday of next week. Highs consistently staying in the 80s, nighttime lows in the 60s all across East Alabama. And as we take a look at basically lightning deaths, this is what this graphic represents. And Alabama is in the top 10 for lightning deaths across East Alabama. You see these states here in the red out west, and here in the southeast, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana, Florida, all those states in the red. Those are the 10 states that have the highest fatality rate from lightning strikes. So let's talk about these afternoon showers and thunderstorms that pop up. There may not be a severe weather warning out of any kind, certainly no tornado or severe thunderstorm warnings, but just be aware the lightning is still very dangerous on these summer afternoons. A lot of folks are out and about. They're in the swimming pool, at the creek, on the river. When the lightning roars, go indoors and stay safe from the lightning that we'll be having just about every afternoon in some part of East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m., breaking down your Wednesday forecast for East Alabama. And I'll be back here tonight, or I should say tomorrow night, for EAN Local News, as we will have the forecast for all of East Alabama for the rest of the work week. Coming up next in sports, it's that time of year. We're already into all-star action in youth baseball across East Alabama. And, of course, Namath Pitts is all over it. He's got the details right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. By the way, thank you for filling in for me last night. But it is officially the month of June, and we know what that means for youth baseball teams in the area. It means the USSSA Regional All-Star Tournament. Last night, the All-Star Tournament got started in a couple different locations. Alexandria, Oxford, White Plains, and even Center are hosting games this week. The USSSA Regional All-Star Tournament features the 6U age division, the 7U age division, the 8U age division, the 9U age division, 10U age division, and the 12U age division. There are teams from all over the area, including Alexandria, Glencoe, Pleasant Valley, Anniston, Oaks Bluff, Mumford, Oxford, Piedmont, Welborn, Sachs, Weaver. The list goes on of the teams that are competing in the USSSA Regional Tournament. You see last night, this is the 10U game featuring the Alexandria Valley Cubs and the Glencoe Yellow Jackets. We do have the recap of last night's action. We have scores from all age divisions, starting with the 6U. So let's take a look at the scores from last night. For the 6U division, Oxford Gold got the win over White Plains by a score of 21-6, and Oaks Bluff got the win over Glencoe 13-5. Let's move to 7U. In the 7U, Oxford Gold got the win over Mumford 14-6. And Alexandria, the Valley Cubs got the win over Heflin 20-5. Moving up to 8U, this is Coach Pitch. White Plains team, they have multiple teams, 2 teams. This one coached by Coach Johnson got the win over Sachs 14-6. Weaver and Anniston, both of these teams tied at 14 runs apiece. And Ramburn, the Bulldogs, got the win over Oxford Gold 8-7. More 8U scores from last night. Piedmont Gold got the win over Heflin 13-5. Oaks Bluff got the win over Oxford Black 17-8. And Walter Welborn, how about my alma mater right here? They got the win over Glencoe 13-5. Let's move to 10U. In 10U, Anniston and Pleasant Valley tied at 8 runs apiece. Ramburn got the win over Piedmont 14-6. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles got the win over Cherokee County 11-4. We have more 10U scores from last night. Coach Walden and the Alexandria Valley Cubs got the win over Glencoe 10-2. Mumford, the Lions, got the win over Oxford Gold 16-5. And White Plains beat Heflin 16-5. Let's move to 12U. This is the oldest division, by the way. 10U and 12U is obviously player pitch. So these are the max time limit, similar to high school. And in the 12U last night, how about this? Alexandria scores 3 touchdowns with 1 PAT. They get the win over Oxford Black 19-0. That is a big win for an all-star baseball game, especially for 12U. Dominating performance from Alexandria. Anniston, how about Coach Trevecchio Roberts' team? They got the win over Oxford Gold 4-3. How about the Bulldogs? White Plains got the win over Jacksonville 7-6. And we have a couple more scores from last night. This was an 11U game, but it was Alexandria dominating win over Ohatchee 15-1. And the final score from last night's action was Piedmont 12U getting the win over Cherokee County 8-0. The USSSA Regional Tournament action continues tonight. We'll have more on that tomorrow. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and we thank you for watching today.
You can find us here every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube and on a variety of sites, including our website, the Calhoun Journal, and Newsbreak. Just go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.